And we back. Actually, I said it. And we back. Right, let's get this crack a lack and let's get Sebastian, see what's going on.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh. That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What crest you sent to Anne?
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this.
I gotta help you out, bro.
I'll send you an owl when I have news.
Right, cool. Right, so who's next? Mum's the word. Track quest location. Location. So you're like right here. Let's head up. Showing up, I can't see you. Let's see.
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
Oh, her was a teacher?
I had hoped to speak with you alone.
Let me just realise this.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
Oh,
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned.
Huh?
Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Randrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Right, so, okay. I better speak to him first. Keep pressing the wrong button like 40 times. I like press the wrong button. Fuck. La 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 la. That's rock and roll. Talk to this guy first, then I'll do that pop mission, because that's a bit of poachers.
Hello there. Hello, Almeet. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Oh, of course.
Revelio.
Oh, fucking mine's a bit behind the house. Let's go here.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Oh fuck, that's moving a bit like fuck yeah. That's that wee guy. Why are you walking like a mile away, you cunt?
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
No, he's cut off at a good bit.
It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak.
I can do it. There you go, gobbledygook.
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Oh, what's that? What was that? Oh.
The door is looking at us.
Have I got a stealth to the fucking door now? Fuck's sake.
Yes, of course.
Got a stealth to get in the fucking door. Oh. Can't believe I had to stealth to get in the fucking door, man.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine. I've read about mines like this. Seeing one is something else altogether.
Oh, fuck.
How nice stop by.
That's fucking great. So you can't actually, like, you have to actually fully ping me to yourself and you can't just do a run jump.
We need to be careful, as I'm sure you know, not all goblins. Say less.
Kill spells glance.
Get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
Oh, it's not one of these fucking doors.
Accio, being watched by a door.
I'll be quiet. I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
I've no clue, that's why you're here. You needed to go book dig out in the water. Robbed them pretty much.
Incendio. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Potato.
Why drag this out longer than necessary?
Fringo. Incendio.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Empty-headed, you know what I mean? Oh, for fuck's sake.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Oh shit.
Let's get this. Lucky that's rather unwise coming back this way.
Incendio. Potato. Bombarda.
I must be a goblin up there. No?
Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Alt. Incendio. Incendio.
Ah, yeah, we frick.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Incendio. Accio.
Every time I fucking see it, I think somebody's there, but it's not. It's the fucking fucking magic.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Doors locked, that's right.
Accio, don't pulse.
Let me in. There we go. Unidentified face item. Unicorn statue? What the fuck? It makes you go stealth like you're going to hide, and I'm just getting calmer.
My time.
Confirm them.
That was physical. I didn't quite finish. Stop it!
Expelliarmus. Incendio.
I've been fighting since before you were born.
Incendio.
You won't stop me.
Confringo.
Won't get away with it.
Expelliarmus.
I shall avenge yourself. Why can't I hit you?
Incendio.
Why can't I hit you?
Descendo. How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, Margaret.
Yeah, done.
Bombarda. Accio.
So it's not any, I can stealth towards that door, obviously.
Incendio.
I'm gonna do incendio now, you hold him in fire.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodcock what we found.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
Level 2 lock, man. I really need to open that fucking lockpicking skill.
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
Welcome sight indeed.
We need out of here. And we out. Just smell that salmon, man. Oof. Smelling good.
Can we please talk about what just...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
Don't get why he couldn't enter that miner.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard.
Oof.
I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
That's the poacher's land, it. It's all missions, 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 missions. Fuck, is he there? She there?
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Fair enough. We're going next at night
I
time.
thought
Night
my
time
owl
mission.
might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so preoccupied by all
No, I
that
didn't.
happened with Hogwarts Legacy,
No, I didn't.
not to mention my uncle's reaction, that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing. I say we take them head on. Let's bury some enemies.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll
I
see that
should
symbol
wreck them.
again.
After you.
That's Rick. Break them, John.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
The wizards will.
No one enters his mind. Kill anyone who tries.
Cool.
Confringo!
That was unimpressive.
Protego! Get accustomed to that! Bombarder!
You won't get away with that.
Incendio!
Confringo!
Not quite. You can't stop. Was that your best?
Ranrock will unite us.
Bombarder! Not quite. Oh, kill spells glance off and go. Expelliarmus! Incendio! Bombarder!
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once
Do
again,
at
we can fight our
that.
way through or be discreet.
Fuck your discreet. Scud them up.
Expelliarmus! Protego! Bombarder! No! Incendio! Impressed?
I should have been your death.
I'll get you. I'm a goblin! Incendio! Ooh, this shouldn't take long.
Confringo!
How do you not fall for fucking hang me?
Incendio! Expelliarmus!
You won't get away with that.
Let's get this over with.
I should have been.
Bombarder!
And the fun is over.
Protego!
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
Oh god, I can't jump up there like pure. That's it. Destruction tool. Does that mean I've opened destruction tool? Oh.
I should tell you.
Too late, Sebastian. I'm already entered the cave. Took too long to tell me.
For better or for worse, we're in.
No! Expelliarmus!
This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
Incendio!
Parkour
I
fucking.
don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
Ranrock won't be stopped.
Lucky, that's all! Incendio! Move of a coward! Bombarder!
I will make
Royalists are in here.
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soul.
Smashing.
Or any. Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Reparo.
Reparo.
Bombarda. Confringo.
Making quick work of them.
Oh.
Professor Hecker will be proud. Look at that. Ranrock's loyalists all but declared war.
You kill spiders in 2 seconds in this game, man.
We've still not seen a single room.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment. We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
What's that? Not your best moment, huh? If only Ranrock were here to... You almost had a lucky shot! You're making this complete. Someone thinks they can outlast me!
Incendio.
Why? Drag this out,
Bombarda. Incendio. Confringo.
So we're not finished yet.
It's almost as if they Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Oh shit! Big spider boas.
Bombarda. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Confringo. Bombarda.
We certainly cleared the room.
You're not a bad chap for a Slytherin.
Ah, there's that Hufflepuff loyalty you're so well known for.
Where the fuck's the other ones?
Now, we can have a look around in
Confringo.
Probably one there somewhere.
Confringo.
expecting that. What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora. Sebastian,
Hopefully
I think
it will
I
help
found
us unravel
something.
more of this
A
mystery.
canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
Revelio. If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganark was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
Here are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the...
Go back this way.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble.
So it's the usual.
I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Marenweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know, goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
I hope Professor
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spintwitches as soon as you can.
Let's set it up with broom missions are usually good.
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you.
Fucking need 4 Gs.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Cat. I need 4 grand. I'm pretty much just going to start selling all my fucking gear. May as well keep doing my missions in it to open my gear.
Revelio.
I probably went a long way to something like that in a day. Oh, Christmas tree. They run upstairs, downstairs, upstairs, downstairs, upstairs, downstairs. Upstairs and downstairs and upstairs, downstairs.
I've always said that travel.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map.
Have a look at that map.
Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. I'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
I need 4 Gs. I need 4 Gs, baby.
Revelio.
You figs miles away, man. Really?
We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye.
You're
Meet me in
winning.
Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
I think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
Okay, I'll meet you in a minute.
Professor Fig, the Keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
Drink this, you'll be okay. It's happening, Gus, it's happening. Now I'm going to turn into a headmaster. Now I'm the headmaster.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him when
I know,
to
how
go
do
to
you
the
know what it
Amazon
says
from the
apologist?
ministry in Hogsmeade.
I don't know what it is.
That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
You got to run about him, this is funny. You gotta run about this dude. You better apologize.
Professor, a moment of your time. Professor, I was
But-
hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
probably best not to discuss it here.
You tell me
sir.
now.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course,
It's
yes.
got boils.
No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which...
Greetings! I mean, out of my way, children. Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror?
What could the headmaster want?
Hey, that's all you've got to wait in the door loading shite though. So irritating. My name's Custard and I'm at my snoop.
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better.
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you, I am quite
healthy.
If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's. Stand proud.
Something is wrong.
Professor, a word? Professor Black? Again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocks
it's still a disgrace. His uncle hates him, doesn't want to speak to him.
Now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
Rude. You got back, cunt, though.
Deserve him as a head.
I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all. Move aside.
Where is the fucking Great Hall? I don't even know where it is. I'm just running mindlessly up here. No. The fuck's a Great Hall? Where's this?
I hope it's not about anything I've been doing.
Focus. Just can't be bored talking to these students, they're all cunts. But it's funny going to get master.
I wonder almost daily why.
Professor, a word, please.
Oh, God!
Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Ah, well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
Yeah, fucking
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall never understand that man.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Wait until Master sees what a wonderful job...
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone. Even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness.
Cut his ear off.
It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Ah, yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight. Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Vic was right. I can't believe it worked. Now to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Let's go, let's do it. Mere side hogs made. Oh god damn. There's an fly here. I need a fly here now. I need to fly to you. Need to get 4,000 for that fucking broom, I know, my new broom.
These rocks have seen better days.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
Yep.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hog's Head. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hog's Head, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Hi,
Hold your manner a little, Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up.
We ain't out yet.
Until I came home one night and found my husband gone.
How'd you get
and a
cussed
note
something?
affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping.
I'm still
with
waiting
some
in yours
banking
coming,
needs,
man. It's not
and that
in
my
yet.
husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give. And my dearest Isco is paying the price.
You're not be through a bit of October anyway, will you?
Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit
If they're
more
away, obviously.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please
I
don't
know, 'cause I
put
wonder when we'll
yourself in
see
danger.
each other as that window, because, like, obviously we need to have a range, you know what I mean?
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you.
You still want to traipse away the whole way through here, do you?
Now, to find Mr.
Oh, you'll have to
Bickle's
actually,
two
you'll have to
friends.
bring it through for, like, Stevie's mum and that, wouldn't you? And then I'll look at you Wayne and go, oh yeah, are you alive?
I should check that. Please tell me you didn't take it.
Well, hopefully you go early, and then
May I
that's you,
speak with you?
and you'll be happy.
It's about
saying
the
you'll
offer
go
to
right.
Harlow.
I've nothing to
Back
say
to normal,
about
Nicole, back to normal.
May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted.
So, what did you get me for Christmas? You telling me? You telling me?
You know who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order.
You get me for
When I
Christmas, Nicole?
returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet.
I says, what would you get me? Would you get me for Christmas?
For her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often."
And also you're on Gold Recon.
For his request
Ah,
until
Gold
now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous.
Very
As for
dangerous.
Rosie's letter, should you happen
Why has it got to be a secret?
I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with
Shocking,
Theophilus
Nicole,
Harlow.
imagine to tell me.
I hope to
Shocking.
ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
You may have shared Mr. Bickle's fate if you had spoken out against Harlow as he requested.
Unfortunately, I suspect you're right.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again. But do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Shit. Oh, wee chest just sitting there randomly at neighbour. Nice. You make 40 G's, man. Got no fucking broom part. Oh, fuck it, right in the water.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Sweet, more stuff to sell.
Natty must be around here somewhere. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken. Revelio!
Nosy little students get what's coming.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her.
They're going to kill her. They're going to chop her.
Led to this room. There must be another way forward.
Accio.
Hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Any all the money I can fucking get or something, you know what I'm saying?
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
I hope Rookwood knows what he's doing.
If people don't want me to speak. Hey, for your information, I would think it's not gonna work.
It might.
Using that girl as bait. No one's coming for her. We'll just kill her.
Harlow says her friend will be ready. He wants them alive.
Would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Just keep an eye out.
It's Totalis.
Oh, I forgot I demand stealth attack. Fuck! I could have been using that all the time.
There'll be nothing but trouble. About time we locked her up.
Be on the lookout for the girl's friend, if they're daft enough to try to come through here.
work for him. He can fight his...
What's that? Better have a look.
So full of themselves. Suppose that's what we're counting on, isn't it?
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
I shan't be having none of your nonsense. Leave me like that again and you'll soon find yourself with now but poachers at your back.
Fuck's the other letter. Oh, there's a grate here.
I'm able to host me later. There are some trouble. They need to remind me that we are still running things.
We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing. The boss will deal with her when he... The girl's friend won't come looking for her. Too dangerous. We're wasting our time.
When you have a cloak like that, you can blow it off. Did you hear that?
There's no Dallas. He must be here somewhere.
How come I always pull the short straw?
I find this book of poems, hold on.
Revelio.
When we're done here, I'm going straight to the hogshead.
Petronius Totalis.
Expulso!
Oh shit.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was not able to summon my wand. It must be blocked by something.
Revelio. Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there. Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back.
Let's see if I can find this stupid book.
Yes, there have been mistakes, but I can't complain. If I'm to think on it, we've seen far worse in our years.
Revelio.
toes. Stay alert.
Fuck, take any out, man.
Traveling vendor that's passed through here.
Incendio! Expelliarmus! Accio! Accio!
Time to teach someone a lesson. Hang on. Reducto.
Incendio!
Now, you should become personal.
Bombarda! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio!
Pain in the arse there, right? Get us off the fucking thing. Oh yeah, again, this bloody room, I had to kill every cunt. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Oh, this damn book.
Revelio.
I need to find a book.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
Thank fuck for that. Kill everybody anyway, so I'm just walking out here now. Oh, I didn't kill everybody or anything, right? I was totally nice the whole time.
Done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Stand back. There's a hurricane coming through. Wow, that was quick. Get oh nana. What's my name? Banana. So I was ready to rock.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
I mean, aye, I guess, but I think I kill everybody. Just try to get as much money as I can. Money. Find our way out.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow.
Oh, that was pretty fucking easy. See, I killed more. She had to kill them all anyway. So when I'm martyred, that wouldn't have mattered.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife.
Give me your
Miss
wife.
Onai. Your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashbinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
I'll go one more mission. Let's do one more time. One more time, don't celebrate.
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you. And Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon. After we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the Centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise, I suppose.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll want to help.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere. There's something about them that's so knowing. It's almost unnerving.
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word. I just... never mind.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly. We've no secrets to hide.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. You're absolutely right. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm sure to all be fun.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No, never! We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continue to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all three of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight.
But they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight, but to a moonstone. What do moonstones have to do with Snidgets? And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him, what with his being a centaur and all.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left. What was his name? Doran?
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now and ask questions later. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave he mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
There we go. Ta-da! We did it! That'll do me for a night. And we'll play more next week. Well, it looks like we're getting quite into the story now, so that's good, that's good. Right, so thanks for everybody that popped into the stream, and it'll be Lost Judgment tomorrow. Lost Judgment. So thanks for the stream, and I'll catch you in the next one.